Alright guys, welcome back to the Nerd Militia, where we talk about comic books and do dope shit. So, we have a lot to discuss today, and we're going to discuss Dark Phoenix. So, I don't know if you've seen the movie. I'm not really going to do a review of the movie. It was a thing that happened. Somebody was given a lot of money to make something. They made a thing. It is what it is. But what I am going to talk about today is 7 things I think the MCU should do once they decide to move forward with the X-Men. Number 1, well, that's 2, but 1. So look, there's a big hole in the TV series area. Game of Thrones is over, and now it's prime time to try to move something in that space, in that hole in the hearts of millions of people that Game of Thrones has left. And letting X-Men be that thing that fills that hole would be awesome. Here's the thing, with the series, it allows you to go deeper into characters. It allows you to care more. One of the main reasons why I believe we cared much more for the animated TV series that came out than the actual movie franchises is because we grew with these characters. Like, X-Men Evolution made me care about Nightcrawler, and I never thought I was ever going to care about Nightcrawler. He was just a character that never, reached me. I just never got it. He's a mutant who has a sword and can do flips and teleport. Not to mention, TV series gave us awesome characters like X-23, who later became a canon character and even served as a great character in Logan. And with Disney having an awesome streaming service, there's not a better tentpole to lead with than X-Men the series. I mean, if they handled it right and actually made a TV series that was akin to Star Trek, meaning let's stop this whole 12 and 8 episode bullcrap that everybody's doing and go back to the 23 episodes. If they did it right, it would be amazing. I mean, talk about destroying the competition, Netflix and Hulu. There would be no competition. And if they're not afraid to let it be TVMA and they're able to dive into better and deeper conversations and things that are happening in the world, it would just be amazing. And the drama's already there. I mean, heck, you got Professor Xavier, who's having this mental relationship with Jean Grey, and Jean Grey's trying to balance this with Cyclops, and Cyclops, who is the leader of a team of late teens, early 20s mother flippers, depending on how you want to book them or cast them. It's a lot. There's so much drama. It's just rich. It can be done. Number 2, cast no names. We don't need any big stars in this at all. They could, again, take a page out of Game of Thrones book, cast a bunch of no-name actors, and play them against rich, developed character and supporting actors, and you have a recipe for some good shit. Even more so now with the streaming service, Disney has the option to foster talent. You no longer have to have a Miley Cyrus. And X-Men gives these fostered youth, these young actors, the ability to play a tougher role. So, and I can backtrack to what I mean by Miley Cyrus. If you guys remember, she was Hannah Montana, and then once she became a teenager and a woman, she did what she did to distance herself from that character. Well, now with Disney having the streaming service and X-Men being the most perfect place, X-Men is nothing but teen angst. X-Men is nothing but sticking the middle finger to the authority and just saying, I'm not taking your shit. It's the most anti-establishment type of motherfucking shit out there. X-Men is more than just, little kid stuff. It's political. It's radical. It deals with racism. It deals with a lot of stuff and a lot of things that a young actor could sink their teeth in and grow. And you don't have to deal with this rebellious actor. You could actually foster the youth from Hannah Montana to Miley Cyrus in a successful, safe bubble. Number 3, they should cast a black lead. Now, in my world in this MCU, if we're doing it with my vision, I think casting a black lead would be the smartest thing they can do. I mean, right now, in our society, all this stuff with African-American kids getting shot, I just saw something not too long ago with a cop asking a kid to turn off his car. When he goes to turn off his car, he says he has a gun, and the kid puts his hand back outside the window. And there's a lot of stuff like that going on. And true to form, X-Men is based on the civil rights movement. If X-Men was created today, it would be part of the BLM movement. It's just what it is. And so I think casting a black lead specifically leading with Bishop and going with not the Days of Future Past, but Bishop going his original storyline where he's going back into time to stop the X-Men from destroying itself and stop the person within the X-Men who kills Professor Xavier. I think would be a brilliant way to do this. I mean, Bishop could be our Winston Zeddemore, like the guy who goes back in time. Something wonky could happen and he doesn't remember everything he's supposed to do, just the basis that he is supposed to go find the X-Men and that he's supposed to find out who or how Professor Xavier died. And then you can even go as far as the, like, time is a wonky thing. Maybe Bishop de-ages when he goes back into time, and then you're dealing with a young Bishop. So with all that, I think having a black lead and having it be Bishop would be the best bet to go. Number 4, stay the fuck away from this guy. Number 5, I think the MCU should introduce the X-Men through Spider-Man. Maybe one of Spider-Man's classmates could be a mutant, preferably Jubilee, and his whole task, or his whole second plot line of whatever Spider-Man movie it is to get this person to safe because maybe she's being bullied or maybe she's being hunted by a radical mutant group. And Spider-Man takes her or finds the X-Men Academy. I think that would be awesome, and I think that would be a smart way to do it. Number 6, Cyclops and Jean Grey. Again, if I'm building this MCU, if I have anything into directing or shaping or where it's going, I literally think they can encompass Jean Grey and Cyclops in 1 to 2 seasons. In fact, I would say the second season should lead up with Jean Grey leaving the X-Men, because maybe Jean Grey, in an attempt of helping Bishop, reads his mind and finds out that one of the X-Men actually kills Professor Xavier. And though she's weak in her telepathy, she thinks it's herself. She mistakenly thinks that she is the reason why Professor Xavier dies. And so she leaves. And so that opens up the door for many new mutants to be explored. And it also opens the door for, Jean Grey to leave. And then, we get the whole mastermind playing with her mind, the Hellfire Club, and, Phoenix to Dark Phoenix actually told right and correctly, and it would work out. Number 7, feeding into number 6, is we finally get the introduction to Emma Frost. Emma Frost is one of my favorite female X-Men. She's one of my favorite female Marvel characters in general. Not only is she a telepath, but she is a fucking brick house. Turn her skin into diamonds, and it's just like, dude, she's fucking awesome. And I think it would be cool to finally get this love, the Cyclops and Emma Frost love, in on screen, because let me tell you, like, this whole Jean Grey thing has been over for some time, and we keep digging this up, and I think it will finally be really awesome to see. And if you guys want to know, like, why I'm so gung-ho about Emma Frost, you need not only but to look at freaking Death of X. You can just go straight to the last issue, read, and like have your mind blown. It's just true love, man. What she does in this comic is just how much she loves Scott Summer, and it's just amazing. So I'm gonna put in an extra one. It's actually 8. I guess I said 7. I lied. I meant 8. Number 8, I think they should get a really good showrunner. I mean, like, somebody who's really in this culture, who actually cares, who's willing to fight. And for that, I think they should get Max Landis, man. I think Max Landis should either be the head or at least one of the showrunners of this X-Men series in the MCU. And I think, like, it would just be perfect. Max Landis, if you guys don't know who that is, I mean, like, he has an awesome YouTube channel called Up to My Knees. Go check that out. He wrote a script for Ghostbusters that was basically not used. That was so much better than what was put out than the 2016 reboot. Go read that. I think it's somewhere online. It's a good read. He gave us Chronicle. He gave us American Ultra, which was really good. He did Wrestling Isn't Wrestling. It's also on his YouTube channel. Go check that out. He's just awesome. He also did a short run for DC, Superman American Alien. I believe it was like a 6-issue run. I have all 6 issues. It was great. It was awesome. Give that a read. I'll put a link down there for you guys to get that. That was great. But I think this guy embodies everything geek and nerd culture, but done right. What he did with Chronicle has kind of been copied and basically polished into like this whole factory Hollywood type thing now. You can see bits and pieces of Chronicles in like Fox's X-Men, what they tried to do, I guess. Well, not like the first three, but definitely what First Class and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I think he would be the face that you want to put in front of this. Making Max Landis the face of MCU X-Men would be amazing. So guys, those are my 7 or 8 things I think the MCU should do with the X-Men. Do you like my 8 things? What do you think about it? What are your 8 things? Do you have things that you think should happen? I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. As usual, guys, thanks for stopping by the Nerd Militia, where we talk about comics and do dope shit. And I'll catch you guys later. Hey guys, so before I leave you guys, I just wanted to say don't forget to like and subscribe, and definitely comment on these things, and you can find me on my social media platforms and we could talk there. It's all awesome. I also wanted to point out some awesome stuff, guys, that's out there right now. Hit you guys what I'm reading right now, what I think you guys should go out and check out. And the comic book I think that's so freaking bananas right now that I want you to go check out, I want you to go get, is Deceased. So what's really awesome, and you can get your hands on some of these guys, is they got these awesome covers. This one, I don't know, let me see if I can get it to you, is, can you make that out? It's the Nightmare on Elm Street cover. It's so freaking awesome. It's pretty rad. I believe the very first one was an It cover, and it was basically like Joker giving Jason Todd a red balloon. So dope. But it is a dope storyline. We're only on issue 2. You guys can catch up, get on it, read it, like it, love it. And the other book I would want you guys to go check out and read, I don't have it on me physically, but I did read it. It's somewhere around here. I guess I misplaced it. Sucks for me. Is Batman Last Night. It is a DC Black Label comic book, meaning it's an Elseworld comic. It's pretty rad. The first issue is bananas. I'll put a link down there so you guys get that too. It's a great read.